livelihoods and pose a significant threat to the sustainability of the dairy farming within the constituency. The lack of timely payments has constrained the ability of farmers to maintain their herds, meet operational expenses, and sustain household incomes, thereby undermining economic stability in the region. It is therefore imperative that the new KCC takes immediate and decisive action to address these delays, restore confidence among farmers, and reinforce the resilience of the dairy value chain. The long-term success of dairy farming and the livelihoods of rural communities that depend on it relies on restoring trust through timely and complete settlement of all dues owed to farmers. The new KCC should therefore endeavor to ensure that farmers are paid promptly. Honorable Speaker, it is against this background that I request for a statement from the chairperson of the Departmental Committee on Agriculture and Livestock on the following. 1. Measures being taken by the Ministry of Agriculture and Livestock Development to ensure timely payment of dairy farmers. And 2. Timelines within which farmers in Runyenje's constituency will be paid their arrears. I thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Karemba. Yes, Julius. Yes.
Mr. Speaker, just to appreciate the request of statement by our honorable friend, but to ask that when the statement is read, let it not be limited to Runyenjes. This is becoming a serious problem, actually, that calls upon the minister in charge of new KCC to come to this house and explain why from July up to now, farmers have not been paid. And they are constantly supplying milk to KCC. Our farmers are almost pouring the milk because there is nowhere to take it. When they take it to KCC, KCC sells their milk but does not give them their money. So this statement should not even be couched as diplomatically as the member is saying it. They should just tell us when they are paying the farmers, because it's a nationwide thing. It is not limited to Runyenjes.
Yes, Sigay.
Mr. Speaker, I want to appreciate the...
You are joyriding. Just go ahead and ask what you want.
Yes, Mr. Speaker. You know, the other day, I asked for the same statement. And you remember, Mr. Speaker, a team of a committee went to Sotik. And that is exactly one of the issues which were raised. The farmers in my area have the same problem. Mr. Speaker, we would like to understand the statements which are being given here without any action. And this is a sure way of killing KCC, Mr. Speaker. We need to have some serious discussion on how to make KCC function. Otherwise, we are going to have KCC going away and dying the way it died earlier. Thank you.
The Chair Agriculture. Where's the Chair Agriculture? Is it cooperatives? Yes. And trade. Marian?
Yes, Honorable Speaker, it is a trade committee that handles KCC, so within the same 2 weeks, we should be able to give the statement here.
Okay. Omulher.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, pursuant to provisions of Standing Order 442C, I wish to request for a statement from the chairperson of the Departmental Committee on Defense, Intelligence and Foreign Relations regarding a tragic explosion that occurred in Mandera County. Honorable Speaker, on 31st October 2025, 3 children were involved in an explosion following detonation of an explosive device in Alungu in Mandera County, in Lafay constituency. The incident resulted in the untimely death of a 9-year-old child while undergoing treatment, while 2 other children sustained severe injuries, including a 5-year-old child who tragically lost an eye. that had broken into a strange object which detonated upon interaction. The devices are alleged to either have been left behind by ex-militia on training or planted by cross-border terrorists. This incident has caused immense grief and fear among residents, raising concerns about the possible presence of other unexploded ordinances and the overall safety in the region. Honorable Speaker, it is against this background that I request for a statement from the chairperson of the Departmental Committee on Defense, Intelligence and Foreign Relations on the following. 1, a report on the circumstances surrounding the detonation of an explosive device in Alungu, Lafayette constituency on 31st October 2025. 2, immediate measures that the government is taking to support the affected families, including medical and psychological support. 3, measures being taken to ensure the safety of the residents, including identifying, recovering, and safely disposing any other unexploded ordinances. And 4, the long-term preventative strategies that the government is putting in place to enhance community awareness and strengthen collaboration between security agencies and local administration in identifying and reporting suspicious or hazardous materials. I thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Tongoyo, when can you bring a response? 2 weeks?
Yes, 2 weeks.
Thank you. Next, a response to Naomi Wako's statement by Tongoyo. You ready? Yeah, I'm ready, Speaker. Sorry, yes, Umolher? Give her the mic.
The statement is directed to Defense and National and Intelligence and Foreign Relations Committee.
Not security.
Not security.
Okay. Owen Bayer inform Defense and Foreign Relations to bring a response in 2 weeks.
Much obliged, Honorable Speaker.
Tongoyo, before you make a response, let me acknowledge Mudangari Primary School from Mavioya in Muranga in the public gallery. On my behalf and on behalf of the House, we welcome the students, their teachers, and those accompanying them to the House of Parliament. Thank you. Tongoyo.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. In regards to the statement being sought by the member for Marsabit County, Honorable Naomi Wako, who had sought in particular the disappearance of Mr. Galgalo Baganja Malicha, and she wanted to know investigation into the disappearance of the said person, the action being taken by the security agencies to update the family and ensure the missing person is expeditiously traced and reunited with the family, and the perpetrators of violence act are brought to the books and the measures put in place to ensure the safety of residents of Sololo Sub-County. Honorable Speaker, on the 31st August this year, Mr. Guyo Yacho, the chief of Galole location, reported a shooting incident at Sololo Police Station via OB number 14-1/8 of 2025. He reported that a gang of about 10 with masked faces and dressed in military gear aboard a Land Cruiser and another brownish saloon vehicle, both without registration number plates, had invaded a residential plot within Golole Center. And police officers from Sololo Sub-County visited the scene and established that a Borana male adult, Mr. Galgalo Boganja, was allegedly abducted during the incident. Further, the victim's wife, Dami Bonaya, was physically assaulted by the attackers. An assault and abduction report was booked at Sololo Police Station via OB number 639/2025, and the injured was escorted to Moyale Sub-County Hospital where she was treated and discharged in stable condition. Investigation into the matter commenced immediately, and 3 witnesses' statements were recorded, and a signal of the missing person was generated and circulated as a search of the victim began. Subsequently, an inquiry file number 4 of 2025 was opened by the DCI, Sololo Sub-County, and the preliminary investigation established that the vehicle used by the assailants could not be traced since they had no registered number plates, and the area lacked CCTV coverage, which complicated the effort to track their movements before, during, and after the incidents. Although the witnesses provided statements, their accounts did not clearly describe or identify the person involved, and no additional witnesses have come forward with critical information that could further assist in the investigation. And the police inquiry file, Honorable Speaker, file number 4 of 2025 remain active with ongoing efforts focusing on tracing the victim known as associates, frequent locations, and liaising with the relative and friends. And the case is still under active investigation. On the second, Honorable Speaker, so far no leads has been established regarding the whereabouts of the missing person, and the case is under investigation, and the police shall update the family on any new development concerning the whereabouts of the victim. And Honorable Speaker, on the measures being taken in the residence of the sub-county of Sololo, the government is employing several measures to enhance security in Sololo, to include intensifying both mobile and foot patrol, establishing temporary checkpoints and along key routes and access points to monitor the movement and intercept any highway criminal activities, and enhance surveillance to ensure quick police response, and the revitalization of the community policing committees to strengthen collaboration between community and the police, and the community engagement and public sensitization through the public barazas and consultative forum to sensitize residents on security matters. Signed by Honorable Kipchumba Murkomen, EGH, Cabinet Secretary for Interior. I submit, Honorable Speaker.
Naomi Wako.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. As I also thank the Chair for the response that he has given us from the Ministry. But unfortunately, Honorable Speaker, the response is not satisfactory at all, because even after that, 2 or 3 other people have been abducted. To say that they have not even been able to trace the vehicle and also to trace the abductors. So I want to plead that the investigation goes on and they give it proper attention. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Speaker, and as I indicated in the statement, we'll keep giving the update to the family whenever we get.
Professor Guyo Jaldeza, Tongoyo, you have a statement ready?
Yes, I do, Honorable Speaker. And Honorable Speaker, I need your indulgence. This statement was sought before, actually, we break for recess, and I didn't respond to. And the member actually had indicated that he will prefer to have the committee visit the area for fact-finding. And we had actually prioritized. We know we just reported today. And we are trying to prioritize to have the committee visit the area as a matter of fact-finding.
The member came before the committee?
We had talked with him.
Okay. Professor, is that...
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I think the chair is a bit confused because we raised the question here, though we talked, and I had appealed that the statement which I got today, we had agreed that the committee needs to visit the area to verify for themselves. I also shared with him some photographs of the act of arson by the police. And it's only good that they visit the site and come to know.
So to cut a long story short, Professor, you want them to visit the site?
Exactly.
Engage with them, then they visit, then thereafter they bring a comprehensive statement.
Thank you, Speaker.
Okay, next order.
Order number 8, the Public Participation Bill, National Assembly Bill number 44 of 2025, first reading. A bill for an act of Parliament to provide for the conduct of public participation, to give effect to the constitutional principle of participation of the people enshrined in Articles 10.2, 69.1d, 118, 184(1)(c), 196, 201(a), and 232(1)(d) of the Constitution and for connected purposes.
Thank you. Next order.
Order number 9, exceptional motion, tributes of the House. Mover to reply.
Honorable members, before the mover replies, we had agreed in House Business Committee that we give 3 members on either side, or at least 6 members for that matter. Thereafter, we'll call Honorable Junet Mohammed to reply. Millie Odhiambo.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, just so that I know how I organize my thoughts, how many minutes do we have?
You have 5.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, thank you for giving us this opportunity because we didn't have the opportunity the last time. But I want to indicate that it's very difficult to talk of Baba in the past tense, though we know that he is mortal and we knew that he would die at some point.
Hold on, Millie. There's a point of order from Tongoyo. What is it?
Well, Honorable Speaker, I'm sorry for this interrupting. It is not related to what she's saying, but I just want to follow up to what the professor wanted. Having seen the complicity of what is happening in Moele, I need your indulgence, Speaker. I think probably we need to have a joint visit together, our committee and the Committee of Mining, because this is the miners and probably even trade.
Write to my office, I'll consider. Go on, Millie.
Mr. Speaker, Baba was larger than life, and it's a reason that it's very difficult to imagine his demise. And Mr. Speaker, when I speak with very many people, you discover that they have not come to terms with the fact that Baba is no more. Mr. Speaker, I have engaged with several politicians and leaders, even those who have vehemently opposed him in the past. But very interestingly, you find that Baba had such a big impact in their political life. He held the hands of many people. Mr. Speaker, Baba embodied the values that are dear to me and to many Kenyans. He embodied justice, equality, human rights, non-discrimination, inclusion, including ethnic inclusion, and also the inclusion of women, youth, and marginalized, and also differently abled persons. Mr. Speaker, his inclusive nature sometimes played out even against his own ethnic community. Mr. Speaker, in this House, I've seen times when Baba has actually sacrificed a qualified Luo in order to include a minority, Mr. Speaker. I know, for instance, without naming names, that in the past, election body, Mr. Speaker, that actually did happen. Mr. Speaker, some young people have seen who have largely misunderstood Baba and have been talking against Baba. But Mr. Speaker, in due season, they will actually learn. When our politics unfolds, they will learn that Baba held a significant part in the politics of this country. And one day they will understand the sacrifices that he made that many of us have never made and we're not likely to make. Mr. Speaker, Baba also invested in the mentorship of people with potential, a fact that was even recently acknowledged by Wamunyoro, even though he also had to throw a jibe against other members of parliament, which is unfortunate. But he did acknowledge that Baba identified potential in people like me, a very good lawyer, a very good politician. I didn't know my potential until Baba brought me here with a nomination. So, bad girl, Mr. Speaker, as a member is shouting. I am a beneficiary of his benevolence, and so are many people here. Mr. Speaker, Baba guided me through very difficult political challenges, and as politicians, we at times weather great storms that are known to many, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, at one time during my first term in office, the swords and daggers that were drawn against me were too heavy, Mr. Speaker, that are actually unknown to many people, wrote a letter of resignation as a member of Parliament of Mbita. Mr. Speaker, I took my letter of resignation to Baba. And Baba spoke to me and held my hand as a daughter and talked to me and guided me and told me that he believes in my ability to fight those battles. And Mr. Speaker, I am serving my 4th term because Baba held my hands even in those difficult moments. Mr. Speaker, I also wish to indicate that I am very happy and glad that I got the opportunity to say goodbye to Baba 2 days before he left. And we know that he's not coming back again. And I'm glad that his best song also happens to be my mother's best song, the Jamaican song. Mr. Speaker, each of us has a purpose, a God-given purpose in life. Baba knew his purpose. He lived his purpose. He served his purpose. What about us? Even when we are politicians here in the House. And I'm glad at the way Baba was celebrated, not only in Kenya, but globally. And for the people who doubted who Baba was, I can tell you for a fact that in our lifetime, no other leader will ever be celebrated the way Baba was celebrated. Joey. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Jen Kihara.
Mr. Speaker, I rise on the same tone of saying that Baba was a great man. May he rest well. I happened to serve in this house with Baba in the 9th Parliament, with you, Mr. Speaker. So at least I have that advantage of knowing him. But Mr. Speaker, Baba will be remembered for many things, for his unwavering commitment to democracy and human rights. He was selfless and a great patriot. Baba was instrumental at the start of my politics. Mr. Speaker, you remember the NAC movement when my husband was in the hospital, and I'm the one who's campaigning. I went to Mwenge House and told the officials there that I need somebody to come to Naivasha and campaign for my husband. Because we had a Safina candidate who was strong and my husband was also strong. We realized we were going to split that vote. So Baba came and did 2 meetings that were so great, which changed the tide. Mr. Speaker, when it was my turn to be elected in the by-election, Mama Ida Odiga came to campaign for me. She brought a whole battery of women politicians to campaign for me. So what I remember him for is that our house or our family owe him a lot. Mr. Speaker, when my husband's